Hey guys, it's Sammy. I know my lighting is really bad. Hang on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Anyway, I know my fringe is really gross right now. I don't know what it's doing, but anyway, I was scrolling through some of my videos and I I wanted to do another video, obviously. But I didn't really know what video I wanted to do, but then I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I've been watching a lot of storytime videos, so why don't I make one? And there's videos in particular that I've been watching, and that's piercing horror stories. Let me get a pillow for my butt. Piercing horror stories are actually really cool. I feel bad for the person who's telling the story, but, I was thinking, I was like, I have a lot of piercings, not counting my ear piercings and my obvious stretched holes. Actually, I have a story about those too, but that's another video. I have, besides my ear piercings, I have 8 piercings. Well, 7 now. I don't have 8 anymore because my 8th was my collarbone. And that's what this video is about. Don't mind my hair, like I said. Do you see what it's doing? It looks bald, but it's really not. And it looks stupid, but whatever. Anyway, push that out of the way. So yeah, this is going to be my collarbone piercing horror story. This happened today. It's horrible. So, I had, like a needle in it, I guess. It's not really a needle, but it's kind of like a piercing retainer, except it's like a bar. And I had that in it for a while. I've had my collarbone pierced for a couple months now. It wasn't fully healed, obviously, because it's the skin above your collarbone that takes a much longer time to heal than normal piercings, so it's a surface piercing. But yeah, I took that retainer bar out, that bar thingy, and I put in an actual bar, which I have around here. Hang on. Alright. Now, so, this is it. Maybe you can, I don't know how to, just a little bar with 2 little balls on it. And it looks like that. So, it's a 14 gauge, and thing is, then the bar that I had in it already, it kind of was rejecting, I guess, and it stretched the piercing out. So the piercing was at like, I'm wanting to say a 16 gauge. I think it was at a 16 gauge. And this is a 14 gauge. So, obviously I didn't know how that was going to work out. I guess I was just thinking that I could, like, hold the skin like this and then put it in, but it's a lot harder. It's easier said than done. So I didn't really know how I was going to work that out. But apparently, the retainer had, started to, I probably should have taken the piercing out, but I didn't. It started to, like, reject, I guess, but it made the hole bigger. And, like, the balls to the piercing were sinking into the actual skin. Now, this is where, if this happens to your piercings, I've seen this happen to my friend's belly piercing before, you take it out because it is obviously infected or fucked up. But me, being the stupid 8th grader kid thing that I am, I didn't take it out and I left it in. So I left it in for a couple weeks. I'm pretty sure it was infected, but I left it in. I cleaned it with salt water and peroxide every day before I went to school, before I went to bed, before I got in the shower, after I got out of the shower. I cleaned it really fucking frequently. But when a piercing gets to the point to where it starts to sink into your fucking skin, there's no salvaging that piercing. Yeah, you can salvage it, but no. It wasn't sinking in on this side. I'll take my band-aids off later on. It's really fucking disgusting. But, it wasn't sinking in on this side. It was sinking in on this side. And I took a band-aid, and I pushed the bar up to where, like, the piercing was sticking out, and I put a band-aid underneath it, so it would, like, the ball was basically sitting on the band-aid, and the band-aid was over top of the ginormous hole in my fucking skin. I thought that would, like, raise the piercing away and the hole would start to close up, but it can't really heal that quickly when, 1, it's a giant fucking crater in my skin, and 2, It was infected. Okay? No, it was infected. It was infected. I'm an idiot. It was infected. I don't know why exactly got infected when I cleaned it, but some piercings do that. It was infected, and I guess my skin didn't really react well to the retainer, so it got more infected, and that's when this baby came into play. Yeah, that's what fucked it all. So like I said, there was basically two little craters. There was a crater in my skin. And since 14 is a little bit bigger than a 16, it's kind of hard to just like hold the skin and push it through. So I took the retainer out, and the thing that I should have stopped, and I should have just gotten rid of the piercing, is when this slipped in really fucking easily. Okay, I didn't have to stretch it. I didn't have to use a taper to put the thing in. It slipped in. And it kept fucking falling out of my skin. If I didn't put the other ball in, it would slide out of my skin. That's when I should have known that my piercing was already fucked, but I didn't, and I left it in, and I managed to screw the other ball on. And, yeah, so I messed up right there. That was last night. And, I went to school this morning, and I made sure that the ball was screwed on extra tight. And since the hole was bigger on this side, I took one of my belly ring balls. Hang on, let me take it off. This is what I used. This. It's a bigger ball. It's, much bigger than this. And this is for my belly ring. So, put that on later. I put the big ball, that sounds weird. I put it on up here, on the bar up here, so that way it could, it would go in the hole because the hole wasn't that fucking big. But I probably could have healed the piercing back. I don't really know. I probably could have if I had a second giant one. Now, I do have other belly rings, but they're not silver. I have a pink and an orange one, but that didn't match, so I want it to match. So, hang on. Let me show you what exactly I'm talking about when I say that I am. Okay. So, here's what it looked like. It looked like a belly ring. The big one was up here, where the hole was bigger, and the smaller one was down here. Now, I thought that was going to do good because the hole wasn't a giant gaping crater in my skin on this end right here. Up here it was, so that's why I put the bigger ball up there. But, that is where I fucked up and I went completely wrong. If I had gotten a second bigger ball, if I had just taken it off my belly ring, I don't care if it matched, I probably could have fixed it, and I probably could have went to my piercer and asked them what I should do. They'll probably tell me to take it out, but anyhow, yeah, I had it in like that, and it lasted all day. It was fine. I went to the bathroom every now and then, and I had my little salt water, and I would clean it. I would spray it with salt water, and then clean it with a Q-tip. So that was doing good, and yeah, it lasted all through the day. It was fine. The ball never came unscrewed. Neither of them. It was nice and tight on my skin. Then came sixth period. Sixth period, I was in a testing room, and it was dark, like the lights were turned off, and all you had was your computer light and like a lamp in the corner. And I couldn't really see my piercing, so I didn't check on it. I thought it was fine. I was like, okay, like, the piercing, the bar is still in there, the balls are still screwed on, it's fine, it's whatever. Then I got to seventh period, and I looked down, and I have uniforms at my school, and I noticed there was blood on my shirt. There was blood on my shirt. I don't remember bleeding, okay? There was blood on my shirt where my collarbone is. So I kind of flipped the fuck out, and I couldn't really see because I was in I was in the class, so I didn't have a mirror. So I took my phone out, and I used my phone as my mirror. And I looked at my piercing. You know what I saw? There was nothing over here. The ball was still here. The bar was still in. I could feel it, but there was no fucking ball. So the small ball was not there. And I noticed the hole was much bigger. The size up here. I thought the ball fell off, so I wasn't really freaking out. I was like, okay, like I can take the ball off my belly ring. I put the small one on my belly ring for the day. Since I had the big one that actually goes to my belly ring, I had it on the bar on my collarbone. So I took one of these, the small ones, and put that on my belly ring. So I was like, you know what, I can just go to the bathroom, I can take the small one off my belly ring, and I can just wait till I get home and put another ball on. So I went to the bathroom, and I felt around, and I felt the bar. That's all I felt. I didn't feel a ball on the other end, so I honestly believed the ball had fell off. So I untucked my shirt. I thought it fell off of my shirt. I couldn't find it. I think you kind of know where I'm going with this. The ball did not fall off. No. Apparently, it had rejected into my fucking skin. The ball. This thing was in my skin. This entire fucking thing was in my skin. So I flipped the fuck out, and I almost bawled my fucking eyes out in the bathroom because I didn't know how I was gonna get it out. Okay, I've seen videos like this on collarbone piercings, and I prayed that when I got mine, that mine wouldn't do that. And what does it do? What does it do? It fucking does that. So I flipped the fuck out. I started pulling on it because I was trying to get it out. You're not supposed to, leave it in, especially when the ball is in your skin. You're supposed to pull it out. I don't know. I think you're actually supposed to go to the emergency room, but I was at school, so, it's kind of hard for me to do that. Yeah, I couldn't, call my mom or anything and have her come and get me and take me to the fucking emergency room, so I had to do it myself, and I knew that. So, what I planned on doing was, if I had tweezers, which I don't have tweezers, I don't bring them to school with me, I was going to unscrew the big ball and then just pull the bar out. Okay? That's a bad idea. But I didn't have tweezers, and I wasn't going to take the big ball off and then have it stuck in my skin, because then how else would I get it out? The only way I could, literally get this bar out is by pulling on the big ball. And do you know how much that fucking hurt? Okay, my piercing was not fully healed. It was still healing. Plus, it was infected. So, I did what I had to do. Okay? This thing was in my skin. I pulled on the big ball. I got it a little bit out. It bled a shit ton. And you know what I did? I yanked the fucker out. I yanked this out of my fucking skin. Oh my god, I still cannot believe. Actually, looking back, I'm very proud of myself. Okay, I'm very proud of myself. But of course, after I got it out, it started gushing blood, and it was disgusting. It was running down my shirt. Yeah, and the grossest thing is that when I pulled it out, there was a piece of flesh. A piece of my fucking skin, of my meat, hanging out of it, and dripping blood. That, oh my god, ew, that sounds gross, okay? So, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Actually, I don't know what it looks like right now because I haven't taken the bandages off. Yeah, right after that happened, I covered that shit up with a paper towel, and I went straight to the office to give me some motherfucking band-aids. So I don't know what it looks like, but please be warned if you are lighthearted, I guess, or prone to throw up to disgusting, disgusting images. I suggest you pause this video and leave, or just skip. But I'm gonna take this off. I don't want to. Ew. Okay, this is fucking disgusting. So, here's what it looks like. Oh my god, ew. Ew! Ugh! Ugh! Ew! Ew! God, that feels gross! Fuck, ew! Ew! Okay, I'm not even over-exaggerating, yo. Like, if you felt this... Ugh! Ew! Ew! There's fucking holes in my skin. You can see inside my fucking skin. Oh my god. I need to let this air out. Oh my god, I'm gonna faint. It's so disgusting. So, yeah, man, this was the day that I posted about my collarbone piercing everywhere because I was bragging. And then this is also the day when it fucking did some stuff and got stuck inside my skin. But yeah, don't get a collarbone piercing, don't get a clavicle piercing, don't. Since it's a surface piercing, like this is a fact, I guess. Surface piercings are prone to get infected easier because they're through like a lot of skin, I guess. I don't know, man. Do you know how long I wanted a collarbone piercing and I fucked up? So I don't know if I can get it redone, but hopefully I can get it redone sometime in the future because I plan on getting my doubles on both sides. It's 2. But yeah, I think part of the reason why it mainly got infected is because it was pierced too deep. Like, I looked into it and I was watching collarbone piercing videos, and when they hold the skin up, they pierce it like up here. But my guy pierced it way down here, like right at the base of where he was holding it up. So that's probably the main reason why I got infected, because I was cleaning it really good. Like, that's how I cleaned all my other piercings, and none of my other piercings have gotten infected. But I don't know, I think it was just pierced way too deep, I guess. Oh god, it's so irritated and swollen right now. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get it re-pierced if I can. Yeah. I'm gonna have a scar. People ask me what happened, like, I had a collarbone piercing that was right on my fucking bone. Whoa, what are you doing? Anyway, oh my god, Jesus Christ. So yeah, that was my piercing horror story. Did you like it? Okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do one more story. This isn't a horror story, but this was a horror story for me. This was really scary for me. Really, really fucking scary. I don't really know how to explain this, but it was a horror story for me because this was back when I had just one lip piercing, okay? Just this one. My mom didn't want me to have any more, so I told her, no, Mom, I'm not gonna get any more piercings. Look at me now. Yeah, I told her I wasn't gonna get any more piercings. I lied, obviously. I didn't plan on doing any more, but you know what? One day she took my phone and I was home alone and I pierced my snake bites. So that's what this guy came into play. And yeah, I pierced my snake bites. And I did it with a retainer. If you don't know retainer, this is what I have in my Monroe. It's a piercing retainer, and you can wear them to work. It's what my brother had to wear when he worked at Pizza Hut, I think. Before they let him start wearing his piercings in, he had to wear retainers. And basically, they're just clear. They're like the LeBray studs. They're just clear. So, yeah, I pierced it with that, and that was a bad idea. I didn't really get infected, but it was really fucking swollen, and you could tell that I had a piercing there. But I would hide that from my mom by, like, biting my lip and, like, making the swelling go down. So she couldn't tell that I had it. But then one day, I wanted to put in the actual jewelry because I was tired of wearing my retainers. You know where this is going, right? No, you don't. Yeah, I put in the LeBray jewelry. I don't know why I say that. It's what they say on the packs, but it's just a little puss, and I had a black ball. Very fucking visible. I don't know why I didn't go with a white ball or clear ball, but I went with a black ball. So, yeah, I put my jewelry on. I felt good. I felt great. I took some pictures. I thought I looked so hot. Then my mom comes home. And so I was like, okay, I can just go like this. Oh, shit, hang on. Okay. I just go like that. But this bitch wants to come in the house and tell me to put on clothes because we were going to eat with my aunt. Now my aunt has a big mouth, okay? If you're my family members, I apologize for this, but she has a big mouth. So if she saw this piercing, she would definitely tell my mother that I have something in my lip. So, yeah, the entire night I was hiding it from them, and it was fine, it was whatever. Until we got home, and I tried to take the ball off to put the retainer back in. It got stuck. This mofo got stuck. Oh my god, it got stuck. How the fuck am I supposed to get that out? So my mom called me in the living room because she heard me crying in the bathroom. And I was like, hey mom, I have something to tell you. I pierced my lip again. And she got so pissed, but she didn't make me take it out. Actually, anytime I get a piercing, she doesn't make me take it out because she thinks she's used to it. But this was a horror story for me, and I cried myself to sleep. Okay, I cried myself to sleep that night because I was scared. Shit, I was scared? Okay, I was scared. I was terrified. But now I have a shit ton of piercings. So that was my piercing horror stories. The first one was a physical horror story, and the second was a mental horror story. And the look on her face when she saw that second lip piercing just mortifies me. Oh, and if you're wondering how I got it off, since it was an acrylic ball, I just cut that fucker off. And then it got stuck like 2 or 3 other times, so I cut them off, and that's why I only wear metal piercings now. So, yeah. I'm sorry for this weird ass video, but I think my collarbone story was a lot more terrifying than a lip piercing story. But yo, if you were me in that situation, you would be terrified. Cause my mom is a bitch. she gets pissed. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Anyway, I love you all. Live long potato, my kawaii unicorns, or whatever I called you guys. Fabulous potatoes. I don't even have any subscribers. What am I doing? Anyway, good. I'm never making another video again. Goodbye. Oh wait. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye.